So what I mean by that is if you simply take something like testosterone and add it into a system where you find via blood or dried urine or some kind of hormone testing that testosterone is low, and you don't change anything about that environment or that system, you aren't likely to get the entire benefit or any benefit at all. So what I mean by that is maybe you take testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen, you put them into a system, so your body, and you're like, I don't notice a difference, or all of a sudden, like the weight's not falling off, or I'm not sleeping through the night, or if you do that and you change nothing else about your environment, I'm not surprised. And I say that with love because this is part of my personal story. And so I want to start by telling that story. And it's interesting because just before I sat down to record this, I was going through some papers in my desk and getting rid of some things. And I ran across a hormone test, a Dutch, so dried urine test for comprehensive hormones, which is a test that I offer in my practice and in my business from when I was 38. And so I am almost 44, so about 6 years ago. And to say my testosterone was not showing up for a party is probably overstatement. And so I got this information back and I was like, whoa. Well, number one, this is validating, and this explains a lot. It explains a lot about how it felt really challenging to be able to put on muscle. It explains a lot about how I felt stuck with my body composition. It explained a lot about lack of libido, sometimes lack of just drive in general. And those are all, like, I guess, all symptoms of low testosterone. And so I had a connection with a functional health doctor who prescribed hormone therapy, and I went to him and showed him my test, and so I started testosterone replacement therapy. And I was on that for, I was on that for about 4-ish years. And during that time, yes, I did put on some muscle. Yes, I did feel like my libido came back a little bit. Yes, I did have more energy. So I had some benefits. And what I also had were side effects that I did not love. Like I felt very puffy. I was getting facial hair more than I would like. Those were really the big ones. And I wasn't approaching it because, again, you go to a provider. He was just like, okay, we're going to test and we're going to adjust your dose based on the test. And yes, he would ask certain things about how is my stress and things like that. And there were so many other things. And after I started doing those things, I actually ended up going off of the testosterone replacement therapy. Now, that's not to say that at any stage in the future, I will not use HRT again. Like I am definitely open to it. I think, I have seen it be very, very beneficial for a lot of women that I work with. I had benefits myself. It's just, I just kept putting more because what happened was we weren't seeing numbers go up. So basically what was happening is my body was burning through this hormone because I wasn't changing my life. I wasn't changing my stress. I wasn't changing anything else. I was just going on living, just going, this testosterone is going to fix all my problems. And this is a real experience that a lot of women have. And maybe it is not, maybe you have this experience with something else. I'm just using hormone replacement therapy here. So what I ended up doing was really stepping back and really getting some mentorship in what are the inputs that I am creating that is creating the output of low testosterone. Rather than I have low testosterone, let's just go put more testosterone in the system